Hello. Our door into the garden has a window pane that is cracked, so we're going to replace that glass. And as we're into recuperating all sorts of old windows, we're going to try to recuperate the glass itself and cut it. Now, I've always heard and I've always been told that you can't cut old glass, but I found somebody on YouTube that made a video and he proved that you can. So I'm going to give it a go. Right, we'll just hit the frame away. That's loose. So that's two sides free, but it's still tightly held in by the other two sides of the frame. So I'm going to cut the frame again here and see if we can get it to come out. The down frame is cut all the way through here, so let's see if we can get this side out. Yeah, it's freeing off now. I don't know whether you can see that, but this is actually moving now, so we've just got the fourth side to get out. We turned the frame over and this side piece came off after a light tap on this face, so that's released. It still won't come out off its fourth side, so what I'm going to do now is just saw down the wood from here and it'll release the putty from the edge of the window frame. Just nice and gently all the way down. Right, I've sawn through most of the length of this and I've just prized off the putty by just putting a small screwdriver in and just breaking the seal. So now all that's loose and free, so let's just see. Oh, it's working. Here we are. It's come out. Okay. There we are. One pane of, looks like 3mm glass. Now comes the hard bit. And the most important tip that we learned from the YouTube video is that the glass should be warm, so you can heat it in the sun, or you can, as I've just done, I've just kept it against the side of the cooker for half an hour just so it's not freezing cold. And the next thing is it needs to be clean. So I've got some soapy water here and I'm going to clean this upper surface of all the detritus. And now I'll just dry it off. Now I've got it sitting on a rather old and shabby piece of carpet as well. This is to help it when we cut it. So that's it clean. And I bought a new glass cutter because my old one is very old. So this is brand new, so we'll give it a go and see how it comes. Before I start marking it out for the window pane, I'm going to put on my safety glasses because otherwise I'll forget. And I will be cutting it. I'll be using a pair of gloves as well just to protect my pinkies. Right, so first of all, the width I want on this will be 27 centimetres. Now when I use the glass cutter, it has an offset from the edge here to the cutting wheel of 3 millimetres or 1/8 of an inch. So I'm just going to put that offset and include that into my measured length. So I'm going to cut to 27.3, I'm going to set the marker to. There's my 2 marks. Put the straight edge on. Now I've put a light oil onto the cutting wheel, so I'm ready to go. I've got my gloves on, got my safety glasses on. We're all ready to go, so bringing the cutter up to the vertical. You can hear it, it's just a nice noise it was making then, and it's scored all the way down. So I'm going to turn it over and just hopefully, this is the exciting bit, just tap it on the back. And voila!
It. Oh, brilliant!
It's done it. So, a great technique, worked perfectly. That's a nasty sharp edge which I shall sand off, but there we are, an old piece of glass that has been recut, and I always believed you couldn't do it. Ah. What do you think of that?
Brilliant.
Isn't it amazing that? What a beaut! If you enjoyed this and other Sue and Andy films, perhaps you'd like to think about joining us on Patreon. You can support us for as little as $1 a month, and for that you'll get access to all our new projects. There's a direct link to our Patreon site at the end of this film. Meanwhile, thanks for watching.